Hello, friends. So today, oh, it's so awkward. I feel like I'm just talking to myself, but y'all understand YouTube weird stuff. Today, I wanted to review a shoe I've been using pretty often. I bought it in October. This is the Salomon Sense Ride 2 women's version. Um, so I thought it would be a good day to review because look how clean the rain made my shoes. They're holding up pretty well. So you see the cool thing about the Sense Ride, this is a trail shoe and they use, instead of laces, they have got this system here. You pull this tab up and down. The thing that sucks with the two compared to the other models, sorry I'm out of focus, is that yeah, they don't have like a little garage for the laces. So my trick was that I tied it here to the first thing. So that's life hack. So the Salomon Sense Ride features this Contra Grip outsole. I've had this since October. I've ran at least 180 miles in it, probably including walking. There's well over 250 miles in this shoe. Still feel like it can go for at least 50 more, if not 100. And so, sorry, it's not completely clean. I just mean the rain cleaned it. So you see these lugs are still practically unworn. It's crazy to me. Like here, this is where I usually wear my shoes the most, but it's like, it's so crazy. It's barely been worn at all. And so you see they have these little ridges here so that you can bend, but as you can see, it's not a very bendy shoe, only a little bit at the toe. So this is perfect for trail running. Gives you a little bit of confidence, a little safety, but it does bend enough that it doesn't feel so awkward when you take it out on the road. So now Salomon says this is one of their more cushioned shoes, but if you guys like really, really bouncy shoes, I don't recommend Salomon as a brand because they're quite firm, like they're known to be very firm, but for the purposes of safe trail running, they're super secure. Forgot to mention in the beginning, the drop is 8 millimeters. So it's a pretty nice moderate drop. It's lower than some of the other shoes that are maybe 10 or 12, but it's high enough to kind of protect your Achilles tendon when you're running up and down the hills. And oh my god, my first impression when I got this shoe was that when you go downhill in this shoe, it's such a smooth ride. Like, because you hit here first, and it's well equipped here in the back for that, so you hit downhill, boom. And it's like, I have complete confidence running downhill in this shoe. Like, it does not matter how hard you're slamming the ground, how fast you're going, you can fly in this thing, assuming you're not injured. You can fly in this thing, it's great. And so yeah, the only real point of wear I've noticed up until this point is, here, looks a little better, right here. But this is simply because the fabric broke from all the bending, you know? But if that's the worst of it, that's amazing. So all the Salomon shoes have a really, really nice insole made from the company Ortholite. Yeah, it's a little dirty, sorry about that. You know, all the running in the dirt could be worse, but yeah. So as you can see, it's actually quite sturdier than most. Outsole is a little gross, I'm sorry, but can you see how this thing molds to the foot? And like a little gentle arch support here, nothing crazy. There's no hard plastic anywhere, just, you know, tries to encourage you to, you know, like gives you the gentle support, but it doesn't have any hard controls. This is what it looks like under the insole. I tried to clean it the other day, but I think it's dirty by now. And so this is part of the OptiVibe foam system. There's 2 densities of foam in this shoe, just like with the other shoe I reviewed recently, the Accelerate, which is still doing good, by the way. I even got another pair. I loved it so much. But anyway, yeah, so this, I really want to buy another one. I saw one in the store the other day, but it was a little bit too big. It was the wrong size. I very nearly even snagged it because I just love this shoe so much, but no, we're going to wait to replace it until we find one in my same size again. So yeah, honestly, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I will say that sometimes if I'm running a lot, I start to feel it in my knees with this shoe because it doesn't have any give in it. It's really firm. And so when you run a lot of miles, you start to notice, well, and especially I really favor low drop shoes, so this 8 is a little higher than I'm used to. It starts to get me a little bit in the hips, and if I run too much in this shoe because it's quite heavy, it makes my like IT bands like a little bit tired, but it's not the fault of the construction of the shoe. It's just for me personally, when the shoe gets heavier, it's hard for me to, you know, keep lifting up and down my leg. It makes the sides of my legs a little tired. But yeah, no, this is the shoe I take when I'm about to go on a long run. If it's raining outside and I don't want my feet to get wet, this is the shoe that I even took it to a track one time, like in the winter time, because I wanted to walk to the track. You know, Corona, I didn't want to get in the train. And so I walked to the track. I ran speed intervals in these, and it's not supposed to be able to do that. It didn't perform the best. I was a little bit slower than normal, but you can do it all in this shoe. You can take it to the track in an emergency. You can run up the tallest mountain in this thing, short run, long run. I think, what was her name? Courtney DeWalter once said in a review that actually convinced me to look for this shoe in the store, is that this is a shoe she takes when she doesn't know what's going to happen. If she's going to go to the track, if she's going to go out on the trails, like if she's just going to run around her neighborhood, this shoe, it's good for the snow, it's good for the sunshine. Yeah, it does it all. And then it's like kind of a multitasker too, because I prefer to have like really light shoes, but there comes times where I wish I had more stability. And this is a trail shoe, but trail shoes, fun fact, a lot of them, they feature a lot more like midfoot stability features. Like for example, you can see how this doesn't bend. And so like in a pinch, if you don't mind that the lugs are on the bottom, like the traction pieces, it's super great if you realize, oh, I need a stability shoe just for a little bit. I feel a little weak. I'd like some support, but you don't want to buy like a full-time road stability shoe. You could very well take this Salomon Sense Ride 2, 3, 4, whichever one you have, and kind of add it into your rotation, assuming you have 2 or more shoes, you can add it in your rotation. Or if, I don't know, I would say if you're on the fence and you don't know, oh, do I need a trail shoe? Do I need a road shoe? I can only buy one, because I know a lot of folks can only afford one. Depending on your lifestyle, if you think you're going to be going out on an off-road situation, even if it's just like, I like to run in the grass, sometimes I like to run in the park, I don't want to have to worry about cleaning my shoes, my nice, beautiful road shoes. Honestly, I don't know if it's bad advice, but I really feel like a lot of people could benefit from having this shoe if they know they weren't going to strictly run on asphalt, if they needed to feel like they were covered for all of their bases. Like, this is great. I take this when I can clean it enough. I take this just walking around in the city too, like meeting up with friends for coffee. Like this shoe, it's not a bad looking one. It's super versatile. So this is like the Swiss Army knife of running shoes. Like you can do anything with this. And so yeah, I took a while to make this review because I wanted to do it justice. And also it's never clean. I always take this out for some crazy times, but today it rained, so that was awesome. But yeah, if you have any questions, just like shoot them down in the comments. I mean, you might not, because I talked forever about this thing, but yeah, happy running. And if you're in the rain like me, then stay dry, or don't stay dry, just go outside and with your rain jacket. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. In the summer, I guess my next review will be of the Salomon SOC Predict series. And yeah, because like I found a really, really discounted price on those, but they got shipped to the US because I got it at the US outlet. So my next running review isn't going to be till like June when I get to the US, or probably by July, because yeah, I'll be quarantining a little bit, and then I'll have to run in the shoe, of course, to tell you guys what I think. Since this isn't like my profession, I'd rather, give it at least a good 50 miles in the shoe. I think 50 is a standard other people reviewing shoes have online, and I don't think I have the expertise to tell y'all what I think about the shoe until I really have run it at least 50 miles. So yep, happy running. Enjoy the day, whether it's raining or sunny, and catch y'all later. Catch you next time.